Hi, my name's Colin Lawrence, and I'm reading for the role of Ed for the project Transfers. It's kind of cool how they make themselves look so bad. I think we should just embrace the fact that they don't want to do it and make that the subject.
They must be the only girls in Los Angeles who don't want to be caught on camera.
I Facebooked some of these girls, and they have naked photos and everything up. And they're a bunch of hypocrites, if you ask me. Maybe we can make that the study of the doc.
Show me.
Take this girl here. She has live footage of herself dancing around in a thong in her room, talking to her dolls. What does she have to be such a bitch about?
God knows.
She threatened to break my camera.
And that one was sweet and willing till her sisters showed up and threw a hamburger at us.
Yeah, I caught that. Literally.
Jesus. Can you imagine dating one of those girls?
I don't come from the right family or fraternity. Nah, man. Poppy might have been a focus puller for cinematographers like the late Jack Cardiff, but we're not well off. I'm on a scholarship. I've had to work for everything I've ever had. I've had straight A's since first grade, and that's kind of why I keep to myself. I don't know. I don't know what you would say to these self-entitled brats. Man, we would be traveling with Dad, and we'd be in Romania or Jamaica or Darfur, and besides the madness of the sets, we'd be seeing what's really going down in the world. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm honored to be here at USC. It's an amazing school. It's the right place for me to be right now for what I want to do. I'm doing my thesis film with Michael Giamatti, which is pretty ironic considering we've barely spoken to each other our first 3 years here at school together. Last year, we ended up being 2 of 12, taking this great class on RKO, and we began to gravitate towards one another. Our aesthetic is pretty similar, and he's very savvy when it comes to film history, especially European history. He's not one of those guys that thinks film began with Red Dawn. I'm very serious about being a cinematographer. My dad is a focus puller, which I know sounds pretty blue-collar crew, but it's actually a very specialized job. I learned a lot from my dad. And I'm obsessive to say the least. I've spent many hours poring over the greats from Sven Nykvist to Bob Richardson. But I don't want to forget we're shooting a documentary here. So I don't want the shots to be so beautiful they call attention to themselves. The photography should be invisible, seamless. It's real art in and of itself. Michael is the director. In truth, and Michael knows this, he's a bit suave, which makes it hard for some people to take him seriously. If you dress like a nerd, maybe. Still, girls tend to like him, which helps. Except these girls we're trying to shoot. It's funny. I'm so chameleon like I am physically invisible to them. Except when they see that lens, they start freaking out.